Tonight your feed is a carnival of genius shortcuts. One tap, one trick, and suddenly life looks easier. But here's the twist nobody shows you. Some viral hacks are not hacks at all. They are law-breaking traps that can flip your day from funny to serious in seconds. Stay with me because the next clips look harmless until you learn what they really are. Bank glitch. It starts like a flex. Someone brags that a bank deposit trick is a free money shortcut, and the comments explode with dares. The videos show the moment a balance jumps, then they cut away before the system catches up. Banks reconcile. They compare deposits, withdrawals, timestamps, and patterns across thousands of accounts. When the numbers do not match real funds, accounts can lock payments, can fail, and fees can pile up. The scary part is that people often record themselves doing it, and those clips can circle back when the situation turns serious. The real flex is knowing that nothing is free when a bank says so. Move on before a 5-second trend turns into months of stress. Credit sweep. This one spreads like magic. A stranger claims they can erase bad credit overnight, like wiping a whiteboard clean. The posts use fake success stories, big promises, and a countdown timer to rush you. These schemes often involve identity tricks and fake disputes that can put your name on actions you never agreed to. The shock is how fast your personal info can disappear into a spreadsheet and get reused again and again. It shows up in the USA and beyond because people want to reset, and scammers know it. If someone asks for a fee and your personal details for a secret fix, that is not a hack. That is a trap wearing a hoodie. QR trap. You scan a code on a parking meter and it feels modern and smooth, but scammers print their own codes and place them over the real ones. The page looks official, so you type your card details fast and walk away. Minutes later, the charge is not for parking at all. Cities have warned about this, from the USA to Germany, because it spreads block by block like stickers in the night. The scary part is how normal it looks, like something the city installed. If a code forces you to type personal details on a page that looks weird, stop. Real systems do not need panic, they need patience. Ticket switch. Now imagine finding a parking ticket on your windshield with a code that says "Pay here." Your brain goes into panic mode. You scan fast because you think the fee will grow every hour. That panic is the whole trick. Some fake tickets send you to look-alike payment pages built to collect card numbers, names, and addresses. The clip goes viral because it feels like real life, not a movie. The shocking part is that the page can even show a fake confirmation screen to make you relax. If you get a ticket, slow down and verify through the official city site. The only thing that should be fast is your decision to double-check. Deepfake live. This one is pure science fiction, except it is happening now. A live stream shows a famous face talking, promising a giveaway, telling viewers to scan a code for a reward. People in chat swear it is real, but it can be a deep fake, a generated video made to look convincing, just long enough to make you act. These clips pop up in every language, from the USA to Russia, from South Korea to Israel, because deepfakes travel faster than fact checks. The shocking part is the timing. The scammer only needs 1 minute of trust and 1,000 people reacting at once. If a live stream pushes urgency, treat it like a flashing red sign, not a golden ticket. You just watched how a simple scan can turn into a mess. So I want to know this right now. Which one feels most believable so far, the parking meter code, the ticket code, or the deepfake live stream? Comment your pick and tell me why you think people fall for it. Refund mirage. Some people now try to game customer support using edited proof. They stage photos, alter screenshots, and pressure support teams into paying out. On social media, it looks like a clever cheat, like beating a big company, but platforms log everything. They check device history, order times, delivery routes, and account patterns. When a claim does not match the data, accounts can be frozen, refunds can be reversed, and a simple order turns into a serious conversation. The scary part is that one fake claim can stain your account forever, even if you never do it again. A reputation takes years to build and seconds to burn. Gift card drain. This one hits when you least expect it, right in the store aisle. People buy gift cards as presents, but scammers sometimes tamper with card numbers before anyone purchases them. And the moment the card is loaded at checkout, the balance can be drained fast. Videos show people opening a card and finding it empty, like money vanished into air. It is shocking because nobody thinks a sealed card can be compromised. The safe move is boring but effective. Buy cards from behind the counter when possible. Avoid cards with messed up packaging. Keep your receipt. Simple habits beat flashy hacks every time. eSIM swap. Your phone number is more powerful than you think. With your number, someone can reset passwords, receive codes, and take over accounts. That is why SIM and eSIM swap scams are exploding. It can start with one leaked detail, one fake support call, or one trick message that gets you to share a code. Then your phone suddenly loses service, and you cannot access your own apps. The scary part is the speed, because the takeover can happen while you are still reading the message. Add a carrier PIN, turn on extra protection, and remember this rule: a code that arrives on your phone is not a secret gift, it is a key. Account checkers. This is the dark side of password culture. People reuse passwords, and attackers use automated tools called checkers to test leaked logins across popular apps. A viral post makes it look like a shortcut to free stuff, like a secret door into someone else's account. But it is not a shortcut. It is breaking into accounts that are not yours. Platforms can trace logins, flag IP addresses, and ban devices. For the person who gets locked out, it can be a nightmare to recover photos, messages, and saved files. So the real hack is boring again. Use strong, unique passwords and turn on two-step protection whenever you can. Receipt screenshot. This one is everywhere. A buyer claims they paid, then flashes a screenshot of a payment screen that looks perfect. Some people even use fake receipt generators. The clip goes viral because it looks smooth, like a magician's reveal. But in real life, it is a scam. Businesses cross-check transaction IDs, timestamps, and bank records. When the proof is fake, the consequences are real, and the person can get banned from marketplaces or reported. The scary part is how many people think a screenshot equals truth. It does not. A screenshot is just an image, and images can be made in seconds. We are past the halfway point, and the pattern is clear. These hacks work only because people rush. If you are enjoying this breakdown, hit like and subscribe right now, because the next ones get even wilder, and you will want the warnings before they land on your feed. Relay keys. Keyless cars feel futuristic until someone uses relay devices to capture and extend the signal from a key fob. In viral clips, it looks like the car simply unlocks itself like a glitch. But it is not a glitch. It is a planned break in using radio tricks. The scary part is that it can happen quietly in a driveway while the owner is inside watching a show. People in the UK and other countries have seen waves of this because the tech is small and easy to hide. It is a reminder that convenience is powerful, but it also creates new weak spots. If a clip makes it look effortless, that is exactly why it is dangerous. Plate flips. There are viral videos of cars with hidden plate flippers or covers that make numbers hard to read. People act like it is a clever way to dodge tolls or traffic cameras, but this is one of those hacks that can explode in your face. Many places treat it seriously, and fines can stack up fast. In some areas, just having the device can bring penalties. It is shocking because the gadget looks tiny, like a toy you could hide in your palm, but it touches traffic laws, and traffic laws are not a game. The internet might cheer, but the roadside camera does not laugh. Pirate stick. This one is sold like a bargain, a streaming stick with apps that unlock every channel for cheap. Videos show endless menus and people bragging that they beat the system. But this is piracy, and sellers have faced raids and court cases. Also, these boxes can be loaded with malware that watches what you do, steals logins, or turns your device into part of a bot network. The scary part is you can lose privacy and money at the same time. If a deal promises every movie and sport for almost nothing, it is not a deal. It is bait wearing a smile. Pocket hacker. Devices like Flipper Zero went viral because they look like toys and act like tech. People film themselves trying to open gates, mess with locks, or imitate access cards. In some places, authorities have moved to restrict these devices when they are used for wrongdoing. The shocking part is how quickly a fun gadget turns into evidence when you post the clip yourself. Curiosity is fine, learning is fine, but crossing into systems you do not own can bring serious consequences. The internet makes it feel like a game. Real-life rules do not. You have heard money tricks, scan tricks, and gadget tricks. Now I want a second comment from you. Which category feels the most tempting, money scan or gadget? Comment one word and tell me what makes it tempting. Mule accounts. Another trend targets teens with easy money promises. Someone online offers to pay you just to use your bank account for transfers. They call it a side hustle. They call it a hack. In reality, it can make you a money mule moving funds linked to scams. Then your account gets flagged and you are stuck explaining deposits you cannot prove. Some reports connect these schemes to overseas networks, including groups linked to China that recruit through chat apps. The scary part is how friendly it sounds like a harmless favor. But once your name is tied to suspicious transfers, it can follow you for a long time. Fake police call. The final one is a mind game. You get a call from someone claiming to be police or a government office. The caller uses official-sounding language, sometimes a spoofed number, sometimes even a video call. They push fear, urgency, and secrecy, telling you to pay a fine right now or share personal details to clear your name. This has been reported in places like Japan, where scammers copy official styles to sound legit. It is shocking how convincing it can feel in the moment. Remember this: real agencies do not demand instant payment through gift cards or random links. Step back, verify through official channels, and protect your information. Which hack shocked you most? Would you ever risk it? Let us know in the comments below. Like always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comments section. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss a thing. Until next time, do take good care of yourself.